Good morning, YouTube. It's Sharice here. Long time no see. It is Fantastic Friday, the 31st of August, which is actually my sister's 21st birthday. She turns 21 today in the year of our Lord 2018. She's turning 21 today, so I know she's gonna have fun. She's going to dinner with our parents and our grandmother. Unfortunately, I can't make it because it's marching band season, so I have to go to a high school football game. So, yeah. Nola's right here next to me. I'm petting her head. She's been such a sweet girl. I'm really excited because it's Friday. I'm still getting in the swing of being a teacher and going back to school. It's been an amazing first 2 weeks of school, but very exhausting. It's my first year working full time as an elementary school music teacher and a middle school general music teacher at an alternative school and doing high school marching band all at once in a new district. So it's just a lot of new and just really kind of finding my way. But this video is going to be get ready with me. I'm getting ready to go to work. It's college something day at my school, so we're allowed to wear jeans and a college t-shirt. So like picking out my outfit is really low key. Also on Fridays, I'm going to get to school right on time when I need to, instead of getting there 30 minutes early like I do Monday through Thursday. So I'm a little bit more relaxed. I'm not as pressed for time, but it's already 5:51. I have already, look at my skin. It's looking pretty decent right now. But I've already put on my sunscreen. Well, I've cleansed. I toned. Did I moisturize? I moisturized. I did my dark spot treatment. I put on my sunscreen, and then I use the Cover FX blurring primer, which is why my skin is looking so good from the front. It's looking pretty good with that primer. I really enjoy the Cover FX blurring primer. It's actually become one of my favorites. So let's jump into foundation. For foundation today, I'm actually going to be wearing the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. This is new. I actually have 3 shades because I wasn't sure what shade I would wear. Normally, I wear shade 21 Cocoa in NYX NYX Cosmetics products, but I have gotten a lot darker from Band. So yeah, I can't wear Cocoa. So then my next instinct was to pick up the shade Walnut, which is number 22.3, but this is actually a little bit too dark on me. So we're going to wear the shade that's right in the middle, which is shade number 22 Deep Cool. Hopefully you can see the difference. So this is Deep Cool, this is Walnut. Let me show you all 3 next to each other. And this is Cocoa. So you see the differences? This is Cocoa. Cocoa's a little bit too light for me right now. This is Deep Cool. And then we have Walnut. So technically this is the lightest. This is shade 21, 22, and then 23. Look how close they look. Like you can hardly really see a difference, but we're going to go with shade 22 Deep Cool, which is described as being very deep with a warm undertone, which is me. Oops, I just dropped these bottles and they're glass. Okay, they didn't drop very far. I actually think I'm going to mix in a little bit of my ColourPop foundation. I picked up the shade Deep 205. So I think I'm going to mix these 2 together. Shake up both. I've really been enjoying the ColourPop foundation as well. I just need to pick up a deeper shade. Like I've gotten a real good tan from Band. So I'm going to start with putting a little bit, well, first I have to unlock it. I'm going to put a little bit of the ColourPop foundation right under my eye. This one isn't as oil controlling, but it still is pretty long wearing. So I want this one. Why is it not pumping out? A little bit more on this side. Okay. There we go. And again, I have shade 205 in the ColourPop foundation. Then we're going to go in with shade 22 Deep Cool in the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I'm going to put a pump on my forehead. And then a pump down here on my chin. And I'm going to go in with this BH Cosmetics 123 brush. I've got my chai tea here that I need to drink as I'm doing my makeup. I'm just going to kind of update you guys on what's been going on with me and like how the first couple weeks of school have gone. So first week of school was great. My transition into this district has been amazing. Everyone has been super helpful and very supportive. Yeah, I really have no complaints about where I am now. We had honors choir auditions. I sent those letters home yesterday. We finished auditions yesterday morning. So that's a big thing that this district does is we have an honors choir. All the elementary schools in the district, each school has their own choir, and then we all come together to give a huge concert in October, which is, one of the busiest times of the year for me because of marching band season and preparing for Veterans Day, which is another big thing they do here. In this district, they have like a huge Veterans Day program, which I need to start planning. All right, so you can see this foundation, these two mixed together, they're still a little dark on me, but I really do enjoy them. And my eyes are low-key burning, my eyelids. I think it's because I've been exfoliating a lot, and I've been exfoliating my eyelids, which is delicate skin. You don't really need to exfoliate your eyelids, but it's just a bad habit that I have. I'm going to add a little bit more of the ColourPop, not for coverage, but more so just to lighten this up just a tad, just a little bit. But the color match with both of these is fairly decent. For some odd reason, it doesn't like to pump on this side of my face. I'm going to add up just a little bit more of this shade. I really like both of these foundations. With the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop, it gets really matte. I really love the finish of it. It has such a pretty matte finish. I'm a huge fan of matte foundations because I have more oily skin and they tend to be more long wearing. And also the ColourPop just gives you such a beautiful, like filtered, natural velvet matte finish. And it just makes your skin look like airbrushed, face-tuned, and flawless. Like it just is so pretty on the skin. So today I'm mixing the two. All right, I have had super bad allergies starting this week. That's something else that's happened. And it has definitely like affected my teaching. Oh, Nola brought me her toy. I didn't even see that. It's definitely affected my teaching because I have been sneezing like crazy. It all started last weekend. Like I just woke up and had super severe allergies. Like I couldn't stop sneezing. I've been congested. You can still hear it in my voice a little bit, but it's definitely a lot better. I've been taking allergy medicines / like sinus medicines, just over the counter stuff because I still need to get my doctor situated since I moved back here. I had a doctor when I was in college that I really liked, and so I'm going to try and go back to that same lady since she's not too far away. But yeah, this week has been interesting because I'm really not feeling the greatest, but at the same time, it's like, even when I'm like physically sick, like I'm doing very well, like emotionally and mentally. So it's really funny, like interacting with me because people are like, you sound awful, but you're so happy. And yeah, so that's been interesting. It's been really hard for me to sing, which, is kind of a big part of my job as an elementary school music teacher, but it's been okay. The kids haven't really made fun of my voice cracking. A lot of them, they've been, little kids are so sweet. Some of them have been complimenting me on my singing, and I'm like, you're so sweet. Because my voice is not intact right now. But I am now setting the foundation with my Coty Airspun powder in the shade Suntan. Suntan number 70. So this is the darkest shade of Coty Airspun. It's not even super duper dark. It's just more on the peachy side. It's like a peachy nude colored powder. And as you can see, I'm taking very light amounts of it because these foundations don't really need to be set with a lot of powder because they're so matte. They're already naturally matte. Good morning and happy Friday. Yay, happy Friday. So funny because Fridays are my longest days thanks to high school football games. Oh, they're so long. But I'm just happy that I don't have to wake up early tomorrow. We don't have a competition this weekend. We don't have a competition next weekend. We just have the shrimp fry. And then the weekend after that, I believe we start our competition prep days on Saturdays until there's actually a competition on Saturdays. So like this is kind of my last Saturday of freedom. It's also Labor Day weekend. So it's a 3-day weekend, which I'm thankful for because after the first 2 weeks of school, like teachers, we are exhausted. And that little, little refresher, not having to come to school on Monday is great. I'm trying to think what else is an update. I've been kind of sick. School's been going great. Professionally, like job-wise, everything has been great. Let's talk about relationship-wise. I'm in love. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm definitely in love. I don't know if I've talked about this yet on here, but yeah, I'm definitely in love with Daniel. Daniel is in love with me. He's made that very clear and obvious, and he's made his intentions and his plans for us very clear. And yeah, I'm definitely in love and very much happy and in a very healthy relationship. So, I mean, that pretty much sums that up, My parents haven't met him yet, but that's coming soon. Not this weekend, but next weekend. They're coming up here to meet Daniel. So that's exciting. He will also meet my grandmother because my grandmother lives with my parents and they're going to bring her because I guess she doesn't want to stay home, stay at the house alone when they come up here. But yeah, that's pretty much it with our relationship. We are official. I don't know if I've mentioned that. We've been official for a little while now. And as an official, we've always been exclusive to each other. We were never dating multiple people at a time since we've been seeing each other. But we made it like Facebook official, like on the 19th of August. So right before, the day before school started. Our schedules are both very busy, so we only get to see each other on the weekends, but all is well. Like, we have the same views. We have the same views on like on marriage and what it means to get married, what a marriage is, what it entails, how you should go about finding someone to marry, things like that. We are on the same page with our political views, not 100%, but for the most part, the most important things, we are on the same page. And he's not this isn't his first home, as in the United States. His first original home is Mexico, so. But he keeps up with both politics of the United States and Mexico. So yeah, like everything is in alignment. Hello, good morning. Now I'm gonna go in with this Becca Multitasking Perfecting Powder in the shade Dark Golden with this big fluffy brush from Christian Siriano, New York. It's one of my favorite powder brushes. Such a good brush. And this powder is so soft. It's so easy to pick up. I'm just going to take this around the perimeters of my face. With these foundations, both the ColourPop and the Can't Stop, Won't Stop, I would say that the Can't Stop, Won't Stop is a medium buildable foundation. Medium buildable. And the ColourPop to me is more fuller coverage than the Can't Stop, Won't Stop. So I can see some of my perfections barely peeking through, but I'm totally fine with that because overall my face has a very even, flawless look to it. I mean, as you can see. And the shade match is so good. I mean, it looks so good. But I'm very pleased with the new foundations that I have released lately that I picked up. I've really been enjoying them. Been able to find a really good color match. The longevity has been there. The blendability has been there, staying power, like just awesome foundation releases lately, and those have easily become like my go-tos for every day. I also love the True Matte CoverGirl Matte Made True Blend Foundation. I just messed that name all sorts of up. And I wear shade D80, which is a little bit dark on me. Like I could add a little bit of D70 in there, but you know, I really don't care that much. That is a little bit darker because I am so tan. Like I've gotten so dark from bands. So I just wear shade D80, but I also do have D70. I haven't opened it yet, but I do have it for if I ever go back. Sometimes I don't revert back. Like my skin tone will just stay dark, like even after band camp. So I'm just patting the powders in, alternating between the two brushes I've used to really make sure that it's locked in there. And this helps to prevent transfer. So now my face feels very set. It doesn't feel dry because I didn't use a mattifying primer. I used a blurring primer. With the Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation, even if you have oily skin, I suggest using a blurring or a smoothing primer versus using a super mattifying primer because that foundation is already very matte. With the ColourPop, you can use a mattifying primer if you want to, and it won't make it feel too dry. But I just prefer to use a smoothing or a blurring with both of those foundations. And then when I wear the ColourPop alone, sometimes I'll just do mattifying just in my T-zone, like on my nose and around my brows and the forehead and my chin. But really, with both these foundations, they're already kind of on the matte side. And especially NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop is very matte. So you don't really need to do any heavy mattification with your primers. All right, so my foundation is on. Let's go ahead and jump into highlighter. Let's use, I've had so many favorite highlighters. Good morning, hey. I've had so many favorite highlighters as of late. Let's do Becca Chocolate Geo. That's been one of my go-tos for school because, you know, it's made for deeper complexions and it's just really pretty. So let's put that on. I wore it yesterday, so this is what it looks like. It's a little bit deeper than Topaz from Becca, that highlighter. So yeah. I'm going to use, it's my Ray number 5 brush. It's like a fluffy brush. Like you could use this to like on your eye if you wanted to, but it's kind of big. So I like to use it for highlight. As you can see, I'm grabbing like the very tip of the brush, so I'm not applying super heavy pressure. I'm just gonna blend this out on my cheek, really on my whole cheekbone. I like to kind of just diffuse it. I kind of go in and add more towards the top of the cheekbone, the very top near my eye. There we go. You see that nice glow? Like it's not too much, you know, for the kids at school, at the schoolhouse. But it's really pretty in like direct sunlight. You can definitely see it. But right now I'm in my bathroom. But yeah, let's update professionally. Everything's good. Relationship-wise, everything's good. The only thing that's kind of like not so good is the fact that I have these allergy sinus issues that were really intense. Like yesterday, I sneezed and I felt like my heart split in 4 pieces. Like that was a painful sneeze. And I wasn't like trying to hold it. You know, sometimes when you try and hold in a sneeze, it hurts a little bit. But that sneeze, that was on a whole other level. I was low key, like, am I having like a stroke? Like, is something wrong? But like, I felt the pain and then it kind of like immediately went away within like 30 seconds. So I was like, I'm good. And I was driving when this happened too. So I was like, what's happening? And then I immediately called my sister who is in nursing school. And I was like, Dominique, she was in the library too. And today's her birthday, her 21st birthday. But I call her, I'm like, she's like talking real like soft and quiet because she's in the library. I'm like, Dominique, what does it mean if you sneeze and then it feels like your heart like split in half? She was like, I don't know. I'm in the library studying. Like, you should go see a doctor. You should go see a doctor. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna call mom. So then I called my mom, our mom, and I like said the same thing. And she was basically like, you need to go find a doctor. You need to go to the doctor. Or she said, maybe you're taking too many different allergy medications at one time. And it's like, making your heart go crazy, but it wasn't like my heart was beating extra fast. It was like directly related to the sneeze. That I felt that pain like in my heart, in my chest. I was like, what is this? So I mean, you can hear it in my voice. I don't sound quite normal, but it's all right. So like really, that's really the only updates I have. I have been spending quite a bit of money on makeup this month. August is one of the months that I'm gonna spend in, and then I'm going on a no buy for September, and then whenever the next Sephora VIB sale happens, I don't know if it's gonna be late October or November, I will start buying gifts for other people and gifts for myself, you know, if I see something that I really want during that time. But basically, I'm going to no buy for all of September, so I will not be repurchasing anything else. I've recently bought like 3 palettes. I bought the Juvia's Place Afrique palette. I've got the Makeup Revolution in collaboration with Emily Noel, the Wands palette, which we're going to use in this video today. And I also picked up the Norvina palette. I've also bought 3 NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundations. I just showed y'all all the shades that I can wear, the 3 shades that are closest to my skin tone. I bought a new Maybelline Super Stay in the shade Deep Bronze 370, because right now in Maybelline I'm a 368 or 370. I'm no longer 360. And I also bought the ColourPop foundation and the CoverGirl Matte Made foundations, and I've loved all of the ones I just mentioned. I have been loving. I mixed them with my higher end ones. I mixed them with each other. I've been wearing them alone. They've been my go-tos. I literally have them right here in my bathroom. I did not get my sneezing situation, congestion situation checked out. I'm the kind of person, I don't like to go to the doctor unless absolutely necessary. And also, I really don't have time. Like, when am I going to go? I teach all day, and then on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I go and teach at high school, like right after. Like, I come home to walk Nola and to get my water jug and to change my shoes very briefly. And then I go straight back out and teach. Like, when would I schedule a doctor's appointment? I'm also not really trying to leave early to get a sub, because your girl hates writing sub plans. Like, I don't like to miss school if I don't have to. So yeah, if it persists if I don't get better next week, I will definitely schedule an appointment though. Like, 3 weeks of being sick is like, okay, we got to fix this. I'm feeling better though than I was this whole week. So in a week, it's gotten better. All right, we're done highlighting. It's so hard for me to do my makeup and talk at the same time. Can you tell? Like, I just move so slow. So now the skin is highlighted. My base is done. This is all we're doing for the base. I keep it very simple most of the time. Y'all know I don't use concealer. I don't usually contour or bronze or anything like that. We're going straight into brows. For my brows, I mean, as you can see, they're very thin. You know, they're there, but we need to thicken them up and darken them up so they can stand out against my skin tone. I like to use the Wet n Wild retractable eyeliner pencil. I'm a pencil girl when it comes to eyebrows. I just think it's the fastest. It's the easiest for me. And I usually use a shade that says black, very black, or a black brown. I prefer black eyebrows. I know they say that's not what you're supposed to do, but I like black brows. So at least a soft black, you know? I love this mug. Support Julesy, smart brown girl. Stay blessed and unbothered. Okay, let's do these brows. Yeah, I'm really in an amazing place in my life. 25, turning 25, because, you know, I'm turning 26 in December, but like really half of my being 25 was really kind of rocky, and just me being very proactive about making the necessary changes to my career and my location so that I wasn't feeling so alone, because you guys know where I lived before. I didn't really have any friends or anything like that. So the first half of the year was kind of like me being really optimistic, really trying to keep myself out of going into a spiral of depression. And then the summer was the transition, moving, packing everything up, finishing up at Ulta, And that's really when my friendships at Ulta started to blossom with my coworkers there, was when I was leaving, which is funny how that happens, but it's all good. I keep up with them on social media, you know. I'm really excited for all of them. All their lives seem to be moving forward and progressing beautifully. People are having babies and getting engaged, getting married, you know, all that good stuff. So, and then it's like the summer was like decompression, just like a huge release, um, and an influx of just positivity and just feeling a sense of feeling like home. Like, this is where I'm supposed to be. Like, my best friend is right up the street. You know, Jackie lives 30 minutes away. She had her birthday this week. I met Daniel the day after I moved here. Like, it's just crazy, like how things literally immediately fell into place. Look at that, Brown. Look at the difference. Come on, guys. Like, yeah. Everything just basically fell into place when I moved back to this area, and it's been amazing. It really has been amazing, and I do not take anything for granted when it comes to my ability to live here, my job, Daniel, the proximity I am to Jackie, the location of where I live. Like, I'm so close to a really nice area of Charlotte. Like, I'm super close to the Still Creek area of Charlotte. I'm close to Gastonia. Like, it really is just like the perfect place for me to be. And I have a feeling I'm going to be here for a while, in this area for a while. And this is probably going to be where I start my family and everything. Not that anybody's getting pregnant anytime soon, because your girl ain't married yet. And I would like to be married before I have a baby, you know, but I think within the next 5 years, yo, we gonna have a little mini Ishman running around here. That's exciting because that's one of the things I've always wanted to do in life, is be a mom. I know, like, some people think that's so lame, but like, honestly, that's like one of my goals in life, is to be a mother. So that's exciting to me, that now that I can actually see that happening in the near future, because I have someone I actually want to do that with and who wants to do that with me. So it's pretty cool. My parents are excited too, to be grandparents, you know, especially my dad. My dad is like all about it. He's too ready to be a grandpa. And that sounds so weird because my parents are so young still. I can't, they're just too young. They're a little bit too young. I need them to both be 50 before we can start calling people grandma and grandpa. But like, I'm excited for the day when I can, you know, tell them that, like, hey, your first grandchild is on the way. Other than Nola June. Okay, we all know Nola June is the first grandchild, my dog. And the way they love and spoil her, it's like a human grandchild is, I have no worries or concern for like the well-being of my offspring, my future offspring. They're going to be well taken care of and well loved and supported. All right, so those are the brows. They came out pretty symmetrical today, which is rare. They came out really good. And we're good with time because it's only 6:20, so I'm good. All right, I think I already told you guys I'm drinking chai tea. Let me take some more sips. We are going to be using this palette for the eyes. All right, so this is my first ever Makeup Revolution palette. I don't own any palettes from them. I really bought this because, one, I love the colors in here. And then two, I really love Emily Noel. I've been following her for years. I really enjoy her as a person, as a YouTuber. I also really like her makeup looks and her technique of applying eyeshadow. We do it very similar. So she's just someone I can relate to, but we look totally different. So basically, we're gonna see how does this palette perform on dark skin. I wore it for the first time yesterday, so I do have some opinions of some of the shades. And honestly, the look I'm gonna do today isn't really gonna be anything fancy or in depth because I'm not really feeling like it. That's another thing. I haven't really been feeling inspired creatively when it comes to my makeup. I've been kind of like just really focused on like school and not really like my makeup when I go to school. It's been very simple and basic, but let me show you the colors. Has a huge mirror. You can see, look, it's my computer. Hey, some of my skincare over here. The mirror, that's me. Well, let's look at the colors. So here's what the palette looks like. We got some beautiful colors. Green is my favorite color. Purple is my second favorite color. So you can see why I would really like this palette. It's got a good mixture of mattes and shimmers. And my school colors are garnet and gold. So we're going to kind of stick in that family. And I'm going to be reusing some shades I used yesterday, but that's okay. Y'all will still see how they apply on my eyes. So the first shade I'm going to go on with is Cheer, which is this beautiful berry shade, matte right here, Cheer. I'm going to use that as my crease color / transition color, and I'm going to use this big fluffy BH Cosmetics 140 brush to apply that. You can see it on the brush, and you can see how it applies to my eye. Now, these shadows, as you can see, they're not super duper 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 pigmented, but they blend well and they're easy to build up. And they build up relatively quickly. So this is layer number 2 of that shadow, of that shade. And you see how quickly the pigmentation built up. So I feel like if you want it to be more intense, 3 layers is really all you need. And it's a quick 3 layers. It's not like you're having to like really work it. And they just blend so easy. So look at that. So 3 layers is like real good. So they're not ultra pigmented, but they're not pigmented. They're just buildable, which is, I feel like, perfect for beginners. Also, this palette is $20 and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 24 shades. 24 shades for $20 is a really, really good price. You really can't beat that. I'm pretty sure this palette's $20, I think. I also use my 20% off coupon to get it. So I think the original price is $20. As you can see, I'm just really building it up and diffusing it out just all over the crease area and a little bit above my crease. I really like this shade a lot. I'm going and adding a little bit more on the outer portion. So pretty. All right, look at that. So we've got that in our crease and in our outer V. For my lid, I'm going to be using the shade. Let's do something a little bit different than yesterday since I do have a little bit of time and I need to get my laptop charger. Let me do that first so my computer won't die. BRB. Also picked up my phone. What was I talking about? Oh, this palette. We're doing an eye look. Whoa. All right. So let me plug this up. Hold on, I'm having issues. My Mac is probably about to die soon. This MacBook, I probably should start saving to get another computer, unfortunately. But the good thing is, my job has provided me with a laptop. So like when it comes to like doing school stuff, I'm good. But it's just like I need a personal laptop. I feel I don't want to be watching on my YouTube on my school laptop. I like having the separate like personal laptop and school laptop. I think she'll probably be able to make it maybe 2 more years max. Honestly, she's in her final stages. But that's okay. So for today's look, we're gonna do a garnet and gold look. We're gonna be using the shade Heartbeat next, and this is a shade I haven't used yet. It's a beautiful deep garnet that's right next to Cheer. Right here, it is a shimmer. Boom, on the bottom row. We're gonna apply that to the outer portion of my lid, like the outer half, and I'm gonna use my finger. As you can see, these shimmers are not really that shimmy. Let me wet my finger a little bit. Tap off some of the excess water. Okay, so I'm not really getting much of anything with this shade. Haven't used it before. Let me try it with a short shader brush from Sigma. Okay, that made a huge difference. Yeah, you can definitely see it now. So I'm focusing this on the outer part of my lid. I tried it with my finger. It didn't really work. So we'll use the short shader brush. Short shader brush is working a lot better than my finger. But yeah, this shimmer in particular is not really wanting to cooperate with me. That's okay. I haven't really used too many of the shimmers in this palette, but the one that I did use yesterday with my finger worked great. And that was the shade Capricorn in here. And that's going to be one of my go-to shades for when I'm in a rush because I can use it alone all over the lid and in the crease and put it on my lower lash line and it creates like a whole look and it looks really pretty. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. I'm layering this up, really building it up. Like I said, on one half of my lid on the outer half. So because I'm really having to like dig into the shadow, I've got some kickback or fallout in the pan from this shade, but it's okay. All right, so that's that. I'm gonna go in with this smaller brush right here from Coastal Scents. And I'm gonna take the shade Cheer, which is that first shade we put in our crease with the bigger fluffy brush. And I'm going to touch up like the outermost portion to re-intensify. So yep. So this is gonna be our garnet and then we're gonna put gold on the other half of our lid. I'm kind of blending these two together. You see that nice gradient? That's real pretty. It looks pink, but in person looks kind of pink too. That's okay though. All right, all right. We're going with the shade Top Story, which is the gold in this palette. I'm going to use my finger to apply this one. I think it will work with my finger. I haven't really used it yet. I put it in my inner corners with a brush yesterday, but I haven't used my finger. But I'm going to use my finger. That's the gold. That's really pretty. Yep, this one's more pigmented. I'm applying this to the inner half of my lid. Wow, this look came out pink and gold. It's really pretty though, but not what I was necessarily going for. Look at that. That's beautiful. And I'm lightly blending the two together in the middle with my finger. So yeah, this shimmer is a lot easier to work with, the gold. And it's a really pretty gold. Like, it's not too yellow gold. It's like really pretty. And it's very glittery, so it looks really pretty on my lid. I'm making sure I get this all over this inner half of my lid. Like so. Why does it look pink? Oh my gosh, it looks hot pink on my eyes. That's okay. It'll go with the garnet. All right. I'm going to go back to my Sigma E20 short shader brush. I'm going to wipe it off. I'm going to take that shade Top Story, which is the gold that I just put on the inner half of my lid. And I'm also going to take this into my tear duct with this brush and down onto my lower lash line. The inner third of my lower lash line. I literally have to tap the brush into the shadow to pick this shade up. I don't have to swipe it like that other shimmer shade I tried to use. I can just tap. Look how pretty. So pretty. Okay, okay, okay. Now I'm going to go back into the shade Cheer, that matte berry shade that I put in my crease and the outer V area. I'm going to apply that to my lower lash line with the same short shader brush. And again, the mattes are pretty great. You just have to build up the color. Easy to blend. I'm just tapping into the shade and applying that to the rest of my lower lash line. As you can see, I have an idea on how I can deepen this up a little bit. There's a shade in here that I've been using to kind of deepen up things without going into the shade that's almost black, like it looks like a navy blue black shade. And that's by using the shade Pi-Fi, which is like a deep matte plum. It's right here, that one. I'm gonna layer a little bit of that on top of Cheer on my lower lash line to see if it makes it look more garnet. Yeah, that's definitely helping to deepen it up some. So I'm just gonna layer that on top so that it's looking less pink. Yeah, you see how that deepened up? Oh yeah, I like that. Those two shades mixed together. So I'm just like layering that right on top. Then we're gonna take that small little brush I used to add Cheer back into the crease. I'm gonna take the same brush and take Pi-Fi now and layer that kind of on top to see if I can deepen it up a little bit. And that's definitely working to kind of tone down the pinkiness and hopefully make it look a little bit more garnet. I'm just mixing those two shades, Pi-Fi and Cheer, going back and forth between them. Yeah, you see how that toned it down a little bit? I'll leave it bright like on the lid, but like in that crease and that outer V, I want to be just a little bit darker. Very good, very good, very good. And then I'm going to go back to the fluffy brush we used to apply cheer, and I'm going to blend out the edges of the wool. And that is it for eyeshadow. I really like the way this came out. It's going to look really pretty with my college shirt. I'm excited. I'm not going to do any eyeliner. I'm just going to do mascara. Really pretty look. So that is a look with this palette. I haven't used all the shades in it yet. As time goes on, you'll see me use it more and more. But I definitely think it's worth, if you are looking for a palette that has a good variety of shades, that is easy to build, easy to blend, isn't too intimidating, and has a great price, I highly suggest picking it up. And especially if you really like Emily Nicole, definitely go pick it up. So I actually bought this on Wednesday. I was going to order it online because I got my coupon, the 20% off coupon, but then it was sold out online. So I was like looking for a store that I was in store, and the closest one was Gastonia, and I had never been there before. And I was feeling like not too exhausted Friday. So I was like, let me take Nola on a little road trip. So we drove up over to Gastonia, which is only 10 miles away from me, but it's a 30-minute drive like through the country on 2-lane roads to get there, even though it's like a city. But, you know, South Carolina, North Carolina is strange. But yeah, the Ulta people, they were really nice. So picked it up. And I got the new shade that I'm wearing now, Deep Cool, also on that day. For mascara, I'm going to be using the NYX Worth the Hype mascara. So I have on NYX foundation, and I'll have on NYX mascara. I really love the shade of this foundation. It looks really good. And I really like the way this eye look came out. It's pretty. It's probably the most dramatic look I've worn this school year to this school that I'm working at. We might do like fun Fridays when it comes to my makeup. That could be fun. I'm still doing pretty good on time. Oh, I still need to do my hair, but I'm not doing anything crazy to my hair. I've been really lazy with my hair this week. It started off in a really sleek ponytail, like super sleek. It was looking real good. Edges were laid. And then like by Wednesday, it just started to get really itchy. My scalp started to get really itchy. I think it was because of all the gel and hair products I had in my hair. It was just like getting really itchy. And then I was like, I can't with the super low ponytail. So I refreshed it Wednesday just by dunking my head in the shower under the water. And then I just wore it in a loose ponytail that was like kind of curly. So it was more like puffy, but just like gently pulled back just so that I could more easily access my scalp and scratch it. But then like I end up with the middle of my hair staying wet, and I don't like that because it's not good for your hair to be like damp for like a whole week straight, you know? So last night I made sure that I split my hair in half, and I'm like letting the middle air dry. And I'm definitely going to be washing and deep conditioning tomorrow. And then I don't know what style I'm going to do. I kind of want to do a style. I need my hair to last a week now. Like we're at that point where it needs to last at least 7 days. But I try not to do the puff every week. So the high puff every week. I have to try to alternate and do something different. So I might put a halo crown braid in now that my face is looking kind of smooth, so there's nothing standing out in my face. I feel comfortable, like with my hair totally pulled back for a whole week. This mascara, I like it. It's not the best of the best, but it's getting the job done. I've not had very good luck with some of the mascaras I've been trying out lately. I actually threw away 2 of the ones that I was trying to use. It just took too long to build them up and stuff, so I don't really have time for that. Like this one I kind of have to build up too, but I like this one better than the other 2, so I'm going to continue to use it. This is the only mascara I have open right now, I believe. So See, it's doing okay, but it's just taking a while to get there. I'm really loving the way this eye look came out. It's so pretty. Definitely gonna have to take a picture and like tag her in it or DM it to her. Be like, I used your palette today. And I'm like, it shows up on dark skin tones like mine. But yeah, I love Emily Noel. She used to work in the news. Pretty sure she was news, not a weather woman, but on the news. That's always been a career I've been interested in. It's like news broadcasting, media broadcasting. Not so much like journalism. I just want to read the stuff. Yeah, the one from the BoxyCharm was awful. I threw that thing away. I was like, Wonder Curl or whatever it was called. Like I tried to make it work. I tried to layer it with other stuff, but it was just like too time consuming. Even this one is like not giving me as results as quickly as some of the other ones y'all have seen me use. But this one at least is buildable. Like we're getting somewhere. So yeah. And I have decent lashes naturally. So like my lashes can be built up and the right mascara just does it a lot faster. I did get that palette in my last box. I haven't used it yet, you know, with all the recent stuff that's been happening with all of these YouTubers and all the stuff that people are like bringing up from their past. I'm just like, what the heck? Like, no. So I haven't used it yet. All right. This is basically the look. For school, I don't really wear lipstick like that. Like I actually wore lipstick for the past 2 days for the first time this whole school year. I normally just go with a gloss because I'm just talking so much, you know? So we're going to put on a little bit of this Alyssa Ashley collaboration with e.l.f. This is one of my favorite glosses. It's called Nude Rose. And I love to wear this one. I try and only wear it on the weekends because I don't want it to run out of it. But it's just so pretty. Like, look at that. Such a pretty nude. Oh, and the number one reason I like to wear this on the weekends is because it tastes good. So when I kiss a bag, you know, you'd be like, it tastes like a dessert. And he kisses me. So I try to only wear this on the weekends when I'm with Daniel because when he kisses me, it tastes good. But I'm going to wear it today because I really like the color. But yeah, the beauty community is, it's interesting right now. Let's go ahead and do this hair. So I slept with my hair in these two ponytails. Can y'all see? I feel like the lighting changes. Why did it change? There we go. Let me get next to the background. So I slept with my hair in these two little ponytails. Like I just looped the hair tie around. I didn't actually like twist it to tie it. Hopefully that makes sense. And I like these little rubber ones because they don't have like a little niche in them like the cloth ones do. And they don't have the little silver thing. So I'm just going to kind of shake the curls out. Now my hair is like 90% dry. So this is the hair. Get a close up. These are what the curls are looking like on the ends. My hair is still super defined. This wash and go combination was amazing. I mean, as you can see, yeah, look at the curls definition. It's awesome. I'll tell you guys what this combination is later when I actually wear the wash and go down. But yeah, the definition is great. Like I said, my hair is 90% dry. It's just the roots right here in the center that are still damp. So I'm gonna show y'all the go-to hairstyle I've been wearing. Boom. Take one of these and we just put it around just like that. And this has been my go-to hairstyle since Wednesday after I refreshed it. It's literally just a ponytail. Yep. So that was my hair tutorial. That was quick, right? This is how I'm gonna wear my hair today. I'm keeping it real simple. Let's put on my music note teacher earrings. I kind of go get a coffee, even though I'm just finishing my tea. I'm trying to think, do I want a regular coffee, like from Bojangles, or do I want a French vanilla latte from McDonald's? Those are my only two options for breakfast on the way to school. So this is the look for today. I love this gloss. I wonder if it's, was it limited edition? Because I should honestly order like 4 backups, like no lie. I love this nude rose shade. I love the way it smells. I love the way that it tastes. So yeah, my edges were already kind of like slick and slayed from when I had this super sleek ponytail. I didn't add any additional products since I originally did my hair on Saturday. Like the combination I use is so good. It works so good together. I didn't need to add any additional product. So to the like most of my hair, I just added water to reactivate it. I did add a little bit more to my edges, but they're still good today. So I'm not going to add anything else to them. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, this little like life update, chit chat. But yeah, I'll be making more videos. Just it's probably only going to be on Fridays and sometimes the weekend. I haven't been recording as much on the weekends because that's my time I get to spend with Daniel. It's the only time I really get to see him. I'm like clean my nose ring. And so I don't really like to record because I'm like, trying to spend time with him. So, but it does take me longer to get ready when I do record. So, all right, my nose ring is wiped off now. So yeah, I'll do my best. Let me know what kind of looks y'all want to see. Since I have so many palettes, I still need to show y'all looks with like Norvina, the Afrique, this Make Revolution. I also picked up the ColourPop Mar palette. This is so cute, and the shadows in here are really, really good. I love the colors in here. It's so cute. So I have a whole bunch of new palettes. So let me know what colors y'all want to see. I'm about to just straight transition into like fall looks because that's personally my favorite. I love fall looks. I just like more color, but I like darker colors. So you can expect that. But yeah, I need to get dressed and head out so I can make it in time to get some coffee and go to school. Let me get a hash brown too. I think I'm gonna go to McDonald's. Yeah. But yeah, you guys have a fantastic Friday. Happy Friday, happy weekend, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.